with the caps. And I'd say I got them for my son, but, you know, I've been playing with it.
We know.
And the neighbors, I'm sorry. I'm having a little bit of fun. We need to get into the film when we get back and take some phone calls. Life on the edge of a bubble, blowing the American dream. And by the way, Academy, I just gave them one hell of an ad. One hell of a plug there. You know, I got to stay here tonight and work all night. I can't go home and get the bows and arrows out, though.
That sucks.
It does. I tell you, it's enjoyable sitting in the backyard and sit there and shoot the target.
Yeah, we used to live out in the country. We were about 25 miles outside city limits.
Tell me about it when we get back. Tell me about it. Your call's coming up in the next segment at 1-800-259-9231. 1-800-259-9231. I am Alex Jones, your host, and I'm glad you're here with us today. MHL, Eric, Chris, Brian, who disagrees, will go to the head of the line. John and others, your calls are coming up. And the film is Life on the Edge of a Bubble. Now, I want to hear about the concentration camp film. You're here in town to interview me for this, and you're interviewing Representative Guest and others. Very, very exciting. Maybe I actually pulled my concentration camp files. I'd be happy to share them with you. I know you guys probably done more research than I have, but I have extensive files. You could probably go interview the state rep. There's also a city councilman in Oregon where the feds came in and showed them they were building a camp. So, and that was first in NBC locally there, and then we contacted them on the Oregon-Washington border, and we interviewed that guy. So there's actually a lot of folks I can put you on to dealing with FEMA camps because we need to counter Glenn Beck. And I saw in the trailer for the FEMA camp film that it looks like you're going to go after Glenn Beck.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to respond directly to Beck, and I guess that's why you're here. Do you want me to like break that down?
Yeah, we're going to talk about all that.
Okay, well, I look forward to doing that and give you as much time as I can, with the schedule, but I can probably give you guys more than an hour than what I originally said because this is important. Let's right now talk about the film, not the new film people can get right now, but the film coming out. When does this film come out?
We'll probably be in production for about three and a half months, so about fall, right around in there, just right before Christmas. October,
November.
Yeah, as soon as possible. Honestly, you know, some of these projects take 2 years to put together. But
no, I know. I meant to already have another Obama film out about the whole banking agenda, and I just get stuck because there's so much evidence. I keep hoarding more and more.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to sort through this information, and I think this is going to be this is going to be getting back to, I hate to say conspiracy, but this is going to be getting back to the roots of things that I like to cover. And you know, these are some things that that you woke me up to, you know, 10 years ago listening to you on the radio. So these are things that I'm excited to actually expose to people now because we noticed, you know, there's really not any good documentaries out there on FEMA camps. Nobody's got the legislation. No one's presenting any guest like, you know, of your caliber being able to cohesively talk about these issues. And this is what we want to do, is put together a documentary that explains all of this about FEMA camps, why they're being hidden from the American people, why the legislation is not out there in the media, it's why it's not being talked about, and see if we can't create some feedback and some hopefully tick some people off so that we can go take some political action.
Well, I'll tell you why I love this, William. It's great to be able to be in your film, because Aaron Russo called me over and over again wanting for me to be in America Freedom to Fascism, and I was busy doing my other stuff and told him no. And I wish I'd have done it because it was such a prolific film. And I knew Aaron had liked him and promoted his film. I was just too busy. I've learned, though, it's better to be in somebody else's film because then you can do all the work and I get to see the great, you know, end result and see it wake people up. So I'm very happy, and I actually had him pull all the files. I can just give you the full, you know, take, absolutely documenting FEMA camps today. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to be able to offer that to the listeners. So I'm honored that you wanted to include me in the film. Tell us how you woke up. You're saying you woke up from my show, or?
Yeah, we've discussed this before.
I'd forgotten. I just found it interesting.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, 10 years ago approximately. I was a graphic designer designing CD covers, and you know, working with Ike and Tina Turner and some of these really old blues people. And during the day when I was sitting there designing the covers or producing or whatever, your program's what I was listening to, you know, just pull up the archives and listen to them on the computer. And I still think that is, you know, a completely untapped resource, that there could be more people out there having their own independent media to help get the word out. But I don't think anybody's going to be able to compete with your,
Oh, no, I want them to. But listen, that's the great part about all this is another testament to somebody that I reached out to that we woke up, and then think of the millions you've woken up. Any idea on the 5, 6, 7 films, I forget, Beyond Trees and all of it that you produced or you directed, how many millions you reached? I mean, it's...
There's no way to ever know that. Really.
Some of your films have aired on TV all over the world.
Yeah. In fact, Life on the Edge of a Bubble, you can probably watch that in about 3-4 months on Free Speech TV. We have a screening coming up tonight at Brave New Books. Do you know the address?
It's just down at the start of the drag on Guadalupe Street.
Yeah, that'll be tonight at 8 p.m. at Brave New Books if you want to come out and watch it there. We won a film festival, the Indie Fest. I don't know when that's going to be yet, but we also have another screening coming up. It's a pretty big one in St. Louis next month. I'll try to get all the information and put it up on the website or something if people want to go.
Good. No, in fact, Paul Hartman was just telling me the address in my ear, but I couldn't hear it over you. So we'll come back and folks that address for the showing tonight. Life on the Edge of a Bubble. He took action. He got involved. He's reached tens of millions conservatively. You can too.